Man, oh man, isn't that a beauty? How'd you like to be out on that boat right now, experiencing the thrill and excitement of landing that fish? Careful, don't lose it. Ha-ha, that's it. Hi there, I'm Bill Stern. Let me tell you, whatever you do, don't you touch that dial, because I've got two fabulous surprises for you. First, a terrific guest, and second, well, I'll tell you about the second later, but my first surprise is my guest, Red Fisher, one of the world's most envied fishermen. Red has a room full of fishing trophies for casting and angling. He's a member of the Fishing Hall of Fame. He's the one man in America most responsible for introducing spinning fishing in this country, and here he is. Hiya, Red.
Hi, Bill.
Red, I don't have to tell you the fishing season's with us once again, because I feel you're the one man most qualified to explain the ins and outs of all types of fishing. I've asked you to share some of your angling secrets with our TV audience. Would you do that, Red?
Okay, Bill, I sure would. Now, where would you like to start?
Well, I have a fishing set over here. Now, let's start off with plug casting.
Well, you know, with this rod and reel, casting is the easiest thing in the world for anyone. Why, I've taught 6 and 8 year olds to make perfect 50-foot casts in 3 tries. Let me show you, Bill. This is a spinning reel. All you do is hook the line around your index finger like this. Then you flip the bail like this. Now, using only your wrist, you take the pole back and then forward in one motion. You drop the finger against the side of the spool to control pinpoint accuracy of your cast. Let me show you again. You see that cup over on the table, Bill?
Yeah, I do, Red.
Well, we've got an obstacle course here in the studio, and I'm going to try to make a cast into that cup to show you the accuracy.
Man, Red, that is really tremendous. That's accuracy. That really looks easy, but how do you keep the line from tangling?
Well, Bill, with this type of rod and reel, there's no tangling, no backlash. Here, let me prove it to you. You take the plug. Now, I'll open the bail. And I want you to throw that plug down with all your might.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go.
You see, Bill? There's no tangle or backlash.
True.
If you tied that with any other type of reel, we'd be here for hours getting the knots out of the line.
So true. Seems impossible. What's even more amazing is that the line didn't break. Now, with light line like that, what would happen if you caught a really big fish, Red?
Well, that's a good question, Bill. You see, with this spinning reel, they have an automatic drag that allows the line to slip before it can break.
Oh?
You set the drag like this. And then, well, let's let a 208-pound fish try to break this little 6-pound line. Tell you what, this time, you hold the pole.
Right.
Now, you just stand back there, Bill, and no matter what happens, keep a firm grip on the rod with your right hand and wind with your left hand so that the line stays taut. Go ahead, start winding. Now, I'm going to give you more than a... And I couldn't break the line. Now remember your lesson. Let the rod and the reel do the work for you, Bill, and it sure will.
Well, that's quite a demonstration. If you couldn't break it, what chances a muskie got?
I'll tell you what, Bill, turn the projector on and let me show you some films of what chance the muskie had with that outfit. Now, Bill, here's a cast that wasn't wasted. Notice how I was able to put that plug right where I wanted it. Man, when that fish hit, I thought I had a wildcat. No other fish fights like a northern or a muskie, but talk about drag. Notice the line never broke, never tangled, and I was in complete control all the time, even though I was using only a 6-pound test line. And that's almost unheard of, not only for muskie fishing, but those tough saltwater fish like snook, or tarpon, or, Bill, the toughest of all fish, bonefish. Look at that baby zoom through the water 25 miles an hour. Yet my line holds.
Imagine fish like that on a 6-pound line. Man, I'd give anything for a thrill like that. Because I told you, I get my thrills from those 10 and 12-inch brook and rainbow trout, and I use dry flies.
Well, Bill, did you ever fly fish with a spinning outfit?
No, can you?
Can you? Anyone can be a top fly fisherman with an outfit like this. Here's what I mean. Flip the camera on.
Right.
You use a small bubble float like this to float your fly, and with no more back cast, than we made right here in the studio, you can fish your dry fly as far as 80 feet. And the results? Well, see for yourself. Now remember your lesson. Let your rod and reel do the work for you.
I'm sold. Let's go. Okay, Red, you've convinced me. Now, how about the fishermen who prefer trolling? How does this type of equipment work, Red?
Well, I like to troll too, Bill. Watch. For trolling, you just push this little lock down into position like that. And then you settle back, and if you flip the switch, we'll do a little trolling.
Right, Red.
Here we're trolling for Northern Pike. It wasn't over a minute before all heck broke loose. Notice how my rod is taking the play, Bill. There, it's almost bent double.
Man, those Northern really put on a show.
Do they? And as you can see, your reel is important in keeping the line taut and keeping the drag just right. But it's the pole that takes all the punishment. And if the pole can't take the play, well, this one can. And here's a thrill no fisherman ever forgets. Uh-oh!
Well, that makes me feel better. I see even a champion loses one once in a while. And speaking of a champion, Red, it was great having you here. Red Fisher, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Red.
My pleasure, Bill.
Nice to be with you. Now, don't you go away, Red, because there's a second surprise that I promised to tell everybody about. Without a doubt, it's quite a surprise. It is the most fabulous fishing offer ever made. The Winston Sales Company now makes it possible for every man, woman, and child to enjoy all the thrills and excitement of spinning fishing by offering this fantastic value. Now look at this. Here is a 129-piece fishing kit, including items by Keystone, South Bend, Pfluger, Kickapoo, DuPont, and the total price, $8.98 complete. That's right. You get this 129-piece set for half of what you'd normally pay just for a rod or a spinning reel. Look at what the set contains. You get this 2-piece fiberglass spinning rod with a genuine cork grip, graduated steel guides and tip top, all nylon wrapped. And then you get this precision all-metal spinning reel just like the one Red Fisher used here in the studio. The reel incorporates the features of reels costing $12 to $15, including an anti-reverse lock, a foolproof adjustable brake drag, and a positive bail. And then you get 100 yards of DuPont monofilament line, a hammered nickel-plated spoon, a red and white spoon, a deluxe miniature spinning lure, 2 flies, a South Bend spinner, a sash cord, a stringer with eye and needle. You get 30 feet of leader, 3 Kickapoo snelled hooks, 12 split-shot sinkers, 100 Pfluger hooks, this cork ball float, and this famous Keystone fishing manual that gives you dozens of tips. Yes, you get all 129 pieces for only $8.98. And listen, if you hurry and order now, we're going to include absolutely free this high-impact fiberglass reinforced polysetrine tackle box. This box alone would cost you over $2.95, but it is all yours free as a gift from us, making 130 pieces in all for just $8.98. And here's one last thing. After you receive this fishing kit, fish with it. You must catch more fish than ever before in your entire life. You must be completely satisfied with every single item, or you can keep the tackle box as our gift to you. You just return the rest, and you get your money back. But don't wait, the supply is limited now. Now here is how you order.